Hi, I'm Diana. Welcome to French Girl Style Summer Thrift Haul. This is Boss. He's going to join us today, mostly because he can't help himself. I'm going to show you what I got for $250 thrifting. That includes the French Girl Style dresses that I showed you in a different video that you can watch right here. All of these clothes back here, plus these dresses, which I will not show again, $250 thrifting. Now, people say, well, that's because you live in Los Angeles, and that's probably true. The point of this is to show you what wonderful things you can find used if you keep your eye out. Now, if you don't live in a city where thrifting is good, then of course there are all sorts of online sites where you can shop used. So today we're going to show the power of this $250 stash. I'm just going to try on as many clothes as possible, as quickly as possible, and style them in a French girl style kind of way. Why? Because I believe that French girl style works in most situations and looks best on most everybody. Best, most. It's the best most. We're going to be trying on all of these clothes, styling them all sorts of crazy ways, because that's the American women part of it. Because we don't follow rules exactly here, and we don't need to. No one's going to give us this side eye if we mix too many colors. Nobody's going to give us this side eye if we are not wearing the perfect striped shirt. So let's just have fun. I was inspired by this little kimono top that was featured in one of my first French girl style videos because I really have kept it that long. I wear it all the time. I find it super versatile. And I thought, why not do another French girl style haul? Because all of these clothes have held up so well and I use them all the time. Let's just get started. Let's go. Let's talk about the power of a little bit of styling. Some of these clothes you may have seen in another video, but they're all from this thrift haul, so they really belong here. Okay, so what we have is a very basic French girl style little short sleeve blouse for summer. And we have maybe a little cargo pocket skirt. This is probably a lot of buttons. Like I don't know if I would do this many buttons, but this is what we got. We are just styling the clothes that we got. Okay, so we're gonna give it a little tuck. And I wanna show you just how much the shoes and the bag is going to change the vibe of this outfit. So here I have very basic, almost like, I don't know, I work at the hospital kind of outfit. So what would I do if I owned these clothes and I needed to zhuzh it up? So there's one thing the French girl likes that I don't mention very much, and that's a little bit of leopard. A little leopard. So I loosened up this look by opening the blouse and just using it as a little coverlet, which is one of my favorite things to do with a little short-sleeved blouse, because I'm not a huge fan of collars, but I do like them when they're open like this, like a jacket. And the little bit of leopard becomes the focus of the outfit. I also changed into these clogs, which are kind of like a fun summery thing. And look how it pulled everything together with my tote bag. I just feel really good in this, and I don't feel like a nurse anymore. It's not a bad thing to feel like a nurse if you're a nurse. If you're not a nurse, you might want to change your shoes in your bag and add a little bit of leopard. But what if you wanted a lot of leopard? You wouldn't do it like this. In fact, right now, doesn't it look like I'm wearing kind of leopard pajamas? I'm going to be changing out of my leopard tank, but I wanted to show you these pants I have, which are some high-waisted palazzo pants that are probably 1 inch too short on me, but I can make them work. Let's see how. Oh my goodness, look at this color. Now, a bold color like this isn't exactly French girl style, nor is mixing it with leopard. But I can tell you what is French girl style about this outfit, is that it's kind of easy and breezy, and I've got my kind of messed up hair, and that's, you know, whether I try to do it or not right now, it's going to be a little messy, and that is totally French girl style. I love the whole cropped and bell sleeves look of this shirt, and it kind of goes with the shape of the pants too. And if the pants are going to be a little short, you're going to want some shoes that are a little bit heftier and have something to show off. All this needs is a bag. So since we've got a lot of black in this outfit, we are going to be using a black bag. I think I would be perfectly fine trying to test out my limits in Paris in this outfit. And when I say test out my limits, that's because I'm not entirely sure I could ever fit in perfectly, because I tend to go a little bit outside the lines. And some might say, why would you ever want to fit in anywhere perfectly? Wouldn't you want to stand out? I don't know. Sometimes when I'm traveling, I simply like to try to fit in with the locals and try to experience life how the locals experience it. I don't exactly want to come in and be like, I'm me. Does that make sense? I travel because I want the experience of what it would be like to live in a different place. So I do try to fit in. This would be pushing it, but I also feel like it's stylish and these shoes are cool enough that this is getting pulled off. I do think so. What else do we have? Once again, I think I'm pushing the limits too much. A silky pink blouse and a long red maxi skirt. What are we going to do to make this look good? Well, I suppose with something this long, we could pair it with something with more heel. Yes, I do like the heels. I do think that we need some sort of belt. Okay, this is the French Girl Summer episode. Ooh, a little too much little peek there. This is the French Girl Summer episode, so we're going to do this woven belt, which I feel is very summery. And it's a little too long, so I'm going to tuck it in. Now, how are we going to make this kind of easy breezy looking? Right now, it's kind of looking like a little too fancy. So here, now we have a perfectly suitable outfit. So, if your outfit's not coming together, just try on some jackets first. And I do like the reds with the cream. I feel like I've got some sort of like Valentine's Day thing going on, but it's not exactly always Valentine's Day. It's just pretty. It's just garden colors. I like this. So I think this with a nice summer bag is wonderful. I love this red maxi skirt because it has this big slit in the middle which allows for a lot of movement and air. And I don't necessarily hate the collar on this silky shirt because it's almost like pajamas. And speaking of pajamas, I was able to find this beautiful Anthropologie pajama shirt, brand new, with tags, like $80 or $90. Of course it wasn't that, it was at the thrift store. And I just want to show you just how beautiful it is. You could wear it as pajamas, but I wanted to style it as a blouse. I also found these jeans, which I think are perfectly French girl style summer jeans. They've got these front square pockets. They're high-waisted and they're straight leg. And already just putting this pajama blouse with some heels and these jeans that give it some structure, it already looks like not pajamas. Now what we're going to do is maybe tie it. And look at this for a beautiful afternoon of hanging out around the canal. So whether or not you've been to Paris, I think the canals are worth a mention because it's a lifestyle thing. And there are these beautiful canals there that are lined by restaurants and businesses, and people just hang out. They hang out along the canal. And I love seeing groups of people that don't know each other all hanging out together. I think that's what life is about. So I love the canals. So I think this is the perfect go hang out by the canals in the afternoon vibe. Okay, I did add a little purse because the purse adds structure to your outfit and makes it feel finished. I might even tuck in the back of this blouse to look more finished. Oh, perfectly pretty. I love it. You want to see what else I got? It's starting to rain. I got myself this nice short trench coat, which is going to serve me in many situations. And look how classic and easy it is. You could throw this over most outfits when it begins to sprinkle a bit and protect yourself, keep warm, look cool. I love it. I used to think this sort of item was super boring, but now I see it as essential. Before we leave these very cute 70s mom jeans, we're going to explore that topic by adding this sweet little piece. This is a French girl style principle right here. You want to look for sweet little knits that look like maybe your auntie knit it for you, in the 70s, of course. We're also going to do the French girl style principles of the silk camisole. Maybe I should have steamed this one first, but you are going to help me by not noticing. Okay, we're pretty much going full cool 70s mom here. We've got our sweet little crochet knit over our silk camisole. We've got our braided leather belt. We've got our 70s jeans, and we've got clogs. I mean, come on. All I need is some kind of boho tote bag. I love the way that sounds. Boho tote bag. And you got yourself a cute and cool 70s mom, French girl, Parisian style outfit. Now just imagine me with that French girl hair with the bangs and it's long. Totally French girl. Come on. Okay, let's take a very quick look at this simple skirt that almost looks like it's made out of brown paper bags, which is kind of appealing to me. This is just about the simplest thing you could wear in any season. It's just cotton. I'm wearing it with these foot-colored huarache sandals, which don't stand out at all, which is wonderful. And now I'd like to add a little bit of leopard. We're going to add the little leopard because that's fun. Now, if I were going to wear this outfit simply by itself, which I could, I would be more conscious of my bra straps. I wouldn't have them there. I would wear a strapless bra. Or I would wear something cute that was meant to be seen. This is not cute and meant to be seen. This is a bare bones, beige, flesh-colored, lightly lined bra. It's not meant to be seen. So we're starting with this as a base. What are the ways we can dress up this basic outfit? We could add something over the camisole. Okay, there's a whole lot of French girl going on here. Let me explain very quickly. The walkable, easy, blocky heels. The little tweed jacket, easy to wear over anything if the weather's a little bit cooler. This easy cropped shape, which allows it to not feel like too much. I'm just going to grab any brown bag. Of course it doesn't have to be brown. This is a completely brown outfit. I'm just exploring the limits of my brownness here. And here it is with it open. It's probably better. Lots of French girl style going on here. Although I felt it was all a little too brown. Let's see what else we can do. A denim vest. I think that the French girl wouldn't go for this whiskering here, but who cares? I do think that I could wear this around Paris and look good. Maybe this brown boho bag is not the right choice. What is? Don't you tell me what to buy. I buy what I want at the market. You know, I actually really like this denim vest as a top. It's a little stretchy, feels good. Denim's always a good choice. And I think it's going to go with a lot of things. Like here it is with some easy to travel with palazzo pants. Now, I'm not dragging out these palazzo pants because I feel like they're trendy. I just feel like they're beautiful and they're easy to wear and they're flattering. And I found 2 pairs of them at the thrift store, so I'm just showing you, that's all. And I mean, is this not pretty or what? I feel like I could definitely have an easy afternoon out in this outfit. Let's play with these pants a bit. And guess what else we're doing? The red lip. So thrifting, I also found this cotton flowy striped top that's easy to wear. You know I don't exactly love stripes, but there's something about this top that I just thought would be very easy to wear. And we're going to pair it with soft flowy pants. Now I want to talk about how to pair flowy items. You're going to need to toughen it up a little bit with some structure. And for me, the first thing I'm going to do is put on a belt. This leopard belt from Zara. And already I think I could just walk around the cobblestone streets like this, touristing around. I think it's very pretty. And maybe it's summer in this video, but I did find this beautiful velvet shawl. So can we just pretend for a second that we've worn this outfit in tonight and we just want to cover up a little bit, please? Yeah, it's not a young look, and who cares? It's a mature, classic, classy look. I almost felt like this was more of a vacation in Italy outfit, but I think that there are elements here that totally work. French girl style, it's classy, it's classic, it's probably a little too much pattern mixing for our French girl. But that's the American woman part of this. So I've got stripes on top, and I've got this beautiful pattern down below. And I just don't think it's too much because they're all in neutrals. I do have something crazy in here, and I really don't know about it. Let's try it on. I don't know why in the world I picked this out and thought, French girl style. Let's make it work. I got this bright pink flowy dress from Zara. Well, of course it's from the thrift store, but it's from Zara. And it has a big slit, but it never shows anything. And the wind could pick it up and it still wouldn't show anything. And I think it's so pretty and so girly. And I think paired with these neutral looking stripes, I do feel that it's French. As long as I don't go crazy with everything else, I'm going to wear these really low, neutral-looking sandals. I'm going to keep my makeup neutral, even wiped off some of that red lipstick. I think this is working. I think it might go. What else could we do with this? Oh, look, watermelon colors. Yet still, even though I'm color mixing, I still feel like I could wear this. I do feel that I would pop out a bit. And I already told you that's not my goal when traveling. So this is how I would make this pop out less. I would add just a standard tote bag, and I might add my little cotton jacket over this because that tones it down a bit. Still doesn't quite tone it down enough, but I would do it. I would test my limits. And you know what? I might like it because I love this skirt. The things you can find thrifting. I wonder if brown would tone it down. I'm going to say yes. I have this cute little brown top. I've got my brown bag, my brown shoes, and this skirt is just allowed to be what it is. And I think this outfit fits really into French girl style. Why? Because it's not really color mixing. It's one color with neutrals. It is bold. Look how French girl style this top is. It's got the little holes. They're not see-through, but it's got it. Not only that, they like this little kind of vest, this high neck vest shape right now. And this is cropped so it doesn't interfere with the shape of this outfit. I find this to be gorgeous. I can't wait to wear this summer. What else do we have? Yes, this is a real thing. Yes, I found it thrifting. So we have this kind of curly-Q white blouse and these lavender trousers. Oh, that's fun. That's fun, and I love it. We do have this white tie, which I'm not really sure. I feel like maybe I should run it through the belt loops of the trousers, just for the pee-pee brigade to yell at me, how would you do that and go to the bathroom? Well, I guess you'll have to think ahead, or not do this. I love this. I love this. It's so springy, so summery. I love the muted colors, and I love pairing it with the black buckly shoes with the hardware, because I feel like it gives it some edge. What kind of bag? Maybe a muted metallic bag. I kind of feel like I'd like to see a little bit more of a heel here. Okay, we're just gonna make the whole thing super springy, super summer. And I brought out the espadrilles, and I brought out this muted colored metallic bag. I love this. This is so fun. And how does this fit into French girl style? Well, we haven't talked about this principle for a while, but the French girl likes something a little bizarre. She likes something that's unique, that nobody else has. And of course, you could have this too, because I think it's just from like Express or something. But who has it? Have you ever seen this? I haven't. So I say yes. I say yes to frivolity. Speaking of that, look at this nice frivolous blouse. You may have seen this. It popped up in another video before this one, but it is from this thrift haul. This $250 thrift haul where, I mean, this is pretty much an entire new wardrobe, wouldn't you say? This is so pretty. I love the blue and the purple together, the muted colors. It just feels so much like a spring garden. This shirt also has the French girl style principle of having the holes and the lightness and also the frivolity, the fun, the playfulness. There's just one more thing I want to try before we go. Listen, just because you turn 40 or 50 or 60, 70 or 80, 90, 100, it doesn't mean that you have to roll over and die fashion-wise. Style land does not have to die. Style land can increase because you are going to get so many more compliments the older you get and the more the compliments get. It's really an amazing trick. Okay, let's talk about it. So I'm turning 50 soon. I have no qualms about wearing a shirt with lots of holes in it that you can almost see through. Wear a nice nude bra underneath so you can't really see. Because it's okay to be old and sexy. I said it. Is that going to be a t-shirt? Maybe. For some reason, it seems like the only rule is you can be old and classy. Can you be old and sexy? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. What kind of English is this? So not only am I feeling old and sexy here, I'm also feeling really comfortable. I am wearing flat ballet shoes. I am wearing stretchy palazzo pants. This belt isn't going to affect how fast I get to the bathroom, but this sexy top is just taking it to another level. So if you are interested in still feeling a little bit sexy, then definitely go for something a little more see-through. Make sure you have a bra that supports you in a way that makes you look really good. A good bra changes everything about how your clothes sit. So you find a bra that properly supports you. We're all different. We all have different needs. Some of us can wear bralettes. Some of us need a harness, but that's okay. There is a bra for everyone. And if you want to wear something that is a little more daring, then you definitely got to go find that bra. I have another example of a sexy top. Or suppose you want to feel sexy but not show off too much of your body. You can distract them with tassels and lots of flowy things. It's kind of like, people are like kittens, you know? You start doing shiny things or tassels and they're all distracted. Is there a shape here? Who knows? But what you see is this fun thing, and that makes me look fun. And then suppose you didn't even want to show off your arms this much, then just toss a little shirt jacket over this. What's a shirt jacket, you ask? Well, it's just an open shirt that you wear like a jacket. And there you go. Super fun, sexy, movement. Let's try one last daring, sexy move. Well, this is quite daring, even for me. I am wearing just a little black bandeau top under, what would you call this? It's a tank top, but it's really see-through. It's got huge cutouts. I forget what this is called. Open work. It's gorgeous. It's showing some flowers that are just kind of intertwined lightly. And instead of hiding what I've got on underneath, I'm featuring it. I'm wearing the black top underneath on purpose. And my first thought was to hide it. My first thought was nude bodysuit. But then I thought, why not? Why not be old and sexy? I really don't know if I would be bold enough to wear this, but who knows? I think, if the situation is right, if I'm feeling saucy. Okay, there are a couple items here I didn't show you. Yes, there were that many clothes in my $250 pile. That many. Well, if you like thrift hauls, get excited because we're going to do a ton of them this summer. If you liked any of this jewelry, you can find it in my store. Go forth and be old and be sexy. Who cares? Why not? I'll see you soon.